Hey, what's going on, Visionaries? Jason Osborne, JO Vision, back again with another video. And today, well, I'm going to be talking about the Godox AD-B2 dual head flash bracket mount for the AD200s. Now, this is the one that you can combine two AD200s to get a combined wattage power of 400. And I think it's a useful and awesome bracket for those who don't necessarily want the AD400, but sometimes they need a little extra power when they're shooting. So I'm going to be talking about this coming up. All right, so we're gonna be talking about this. Yes, the AD200 dual head mount, all right? The AD-B2, as I can say, all right? And this thing is awesome. You know, I really had a great time using it. I've had my eye on this for a while, and I just wasn't sure if I should even get it or if I should just go ahead and spend the extra money and get the AD400. My worry with getting the AD400 was that a lot of times, especially for the photography that I do, I don't need 400 wattage of flash power every single time that I'm looking to use OCF. I really like to keep my flash shots really natural and not too poppy or contrasty. So I really don't need a lot of power. Sometimes when you're shooting midday or in a very bright environment, you're gonna need a little bit of extra power to cut through the sun, especially when you're using high-speed sync and things like that. So this thing is definitely a godsend. And basically how it works is you take the bulbs that come with the AD200, and of course you need two of these, and you plug them in the front right here. Boom, second bulb. Boom, just like that, okay? Now, once it's plugged in, just like this, then all you have to do is attach your AD200s to the back. That's one, that's two. Now just make sure that your AD200 latches are actually locked in so they can't slip off. And that's pretty much where it is, right there, okay? And with that, then you just throw it on a flash stand and you can go ahead and continue shooting. Just make sure your AD200s are on the same channel and they fire off simultaneously. So what are the benefits of this? If you need the extra flash power, of course, now you have a way to do it. Another benefit of this, let me turn these on, is that the modeling lamp is a lot stronger and comes with different power levels than the AD200 by itself. So what I mean by that is, usually when you have the AD200, if you use the flash head instead of the bulb, you'll be able to use the AD200's modeling lamp by clicking the little light symbol on the AD200. Now everybody knows, if you have an AD200 or if you don't have an AD200, I'm about to tell you that the modeling lamp is barely anything. It's really not strong at all. Only has one power setting and it barely does anything. I've never used it. Even in studio, it's still too dim. It doesn't really show where the light's gonna hit your subject. So I really just ignore the modeling lamp for the AD200. But I was very, very impressed and happily surprised to find out that they upgrade the modeling lamps in this mount. So the two modeling lamps are right here, this yellow dot right here, and then the other yellow dot right here. These are the two modeling lamps. And right from the main get-go, you can see that they are brighter just than the regular ones that come with the flash head. And then on top of that, it allows you to increase the power 2 stops. So I can press the button again and it'll get a little bit brighter. Do it on both. And then I can press the button one more time and there you go. Now this is the max modeling head light right here. And honestly, like, I've tried this indoors through the softbox and you can get some good modeling light from this setup. So this is definitely a plus for those who have had AD200s, wanted to use the modeling lamp, frustrated that the modeling lamp power was too weak. Now, if you have this, it'll definitely work. And on top of that, if you only have one 8200, it'll still work with one side and you'll still get the different settings of power for the modeling lamp. So that's a big benefit right there. The next benefit to this is that basically you're allowing to use the bulbs, all right? I think I did that for design features, but you being able to use the bulbs instead of the flash head means you're gonna get a little bit more wattage out of your 8200s than you would with the flash head. So that's always good. Make sure you keep extra ones on hand, but very simple to put in and out, and it's a great bracket to use. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why would I get this B2 double mount for 8200s if I need extra power? Why not just get the AD400? Well, if you want the AD400, then go ahead. It's a great strobe, and you're gonna get that 400 wattage of power right off the bat. It's about $650, and some people are ready to pony up that money to get it. The 8200s you can find anywhere between $220 to $299 brand new. And those prices vary depending on where you're looking, the sales that are going on and things like that. I think that the major benefit of this is that if you're a photographer like me that doesn't always need 400 wattage power, I would say that I didn't get the AD400 because I was worried it was just gonna be sitting in my closet more than I'd be using it to shoot, and that I'd be using the AD200s more. So I went ahead and got another 8200, so that way, if I don't need the power, but I wanna get creative with my flash use, or my off-camera flash, I can use both 8200s, maybe one behind as a hair light or a rim light, and the other one as a key light. Or I can just play around with it, maybe throw a gel on one and keep the other one with the bare flash. Or if I actually did need the extra power, then I knew I had a way to combine that with one mount instead of trying to jerry-rig some crazy bracket or some crazy setup that'll allow me to fit two 8200s within the same softbox. So really you have to ask yourself, what kind of shooting do you do? If you're always shooting midday, high sun, high noon, where it's super harsh outside and you need that extra power a lot of times to cut through the sun, then maybe you should go ahead and get the AD400. But if you're really not shooting those kind of conditions a lot and you already have two 8200s, or you're thinking about getting another 8200, I would definitely go ahead and get the extra 8200 and then get this AD-B2 double dual head mount, because this will allow you to kill two birds with one stone. You'll be able to have another flash that's great to depend on, and also something to get creative with where you don't have to use it in the same setup. And then also you'll be able to combine them when you do need that extra power. So it really just depends on your shooting preferences and what you actually use when you're shooting. But I think it's a great opportunity for anyone that already has two 8200s, or someone that has one and is looking or deciding between getting another one or going for the AD400. The quality of light that comes through this is actually really good. I used this with a huge softbox, which I used on my fashion shoot. Now, with the huge deep parabolic softbox that I use is about 47 inches across, I wanted to use this because, and this was the main reason also, because I felt that one 8200 through the double diffusion in that such a huge softbox, I was just losing too much light. And I felt that even in darker conditions, the 8200 was still not really popping through the deep parabolic softbox that I'm used to seeing in smaller softboxes. Now I understand it's a bigger softbox, the light's gonna spread more and etc. But I also felt like if I had some extra power going to the softbox, the soft light that the deep parabolic that I use actually produces would become even softer using more light. And also I'd still get the same kind of look, which is why I use this softbox a lot during my headshots and my portrait work. So I got this and it did amazing with the tool, with the double power, the two 8200s with the mount, with a deep parabolic softbox attached to it. Got some beautiful shots, and it was a great session. But I am happy to know also that with smaller softboxes, say like a 34-inch one, that it wasn't overwhelming. I was almost thinking that maybe it would be a little bit too much power, but really I just dialed it down and didn't have to put the softbox right on top of the subject. And I got some great shots as well during the headshot session. So it's a great tool to use for professional work, for collaboration work, for Instagram work, for headshots. Basically it's just turning your 280s into an AD400. So if you are curious, yes, the Godox and the Flashpoint, they will work together and they will all work with the same trigger that you might have. I'm happy with this product. It's about $59 on Amazon.com. You can go ahead and check that out for yourself. I have the link in the description below. So if you do want to get your own AD-B2 dual head AD200 mount for your softboxes, you can definitely do that, and it'll be worth it. It's $59, so it's really not that expensive for something that will basically change the game for you as far as flash power and things like that. If you like this video today and you learned something and you really think you might go ahead and get this AD-B2 dual head mount for your AD200s, that's cool, awesome. I'm glad that it helped you out. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. I need all the likes I can get. Also, leave a comment below. I always love conversing with all of my subscribers, and even if you're not a subscriber, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the video. So go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section. And as always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for everyone who subscribed to the channel and is continuing to subscribe. To all my new subscribers, I see you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great holiday and a happy new year. 2020 is upon us, and what else is a better way than to go ahead and get those goals accomplished, those resolutions confirmed, and to stick with something. I have a lot of goals that I have planned for 2020, and I can't wait to get started on them. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching the video. Like I said before, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. This is Jason Osborne, J.O. Vision, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll talk to you later. Peace.